Question number 17. Jim arranged 3 identical basketballs and 2 identical footballs in a row. How many ways are there to arrange them? So let's review what we learned in our lesson. If we want to arrange ALL, you'll see that how many different ways we have. We have this ALL, and we have LAL, and we have one more, which is LLA. But this is just the listing method. We just list them by ourselves. But is there any way that we do some calculation to find these 3? Basically, the method is that we treat these 2L as different first. If they are different, we know that if you want to arrange 3 different letters in a row, that will be how many ways? That will be, say, 3 places, right? For the first place, you got 3 ways to choose. And then for the second one, you got 2 ways. And the last one, you have only 1 choice. That will be 6 ways to arrange them. But actually, for L1 and L2, for AL1, L2 and AL2, L1, basically they are the same thing, but you just count that by 1 more time. Since for L1 and L2, you have 2 different ways to list them. That is L1, L2 or L2, L1. And then we'll have this duplication, and we have to get rid of that duplication. Then you have to use 3 times 2 times by 1 divided by the duplication, which is 2 times by 1. Because if you want to list the L1 and L2 in a row, that will be 2 different ways to do that. If you cancel it, you will have 3 ways, right? And just as we list here, you got 3 ways. But what if we got 3 identical basketballs and 2 identical footballs in a row? How can we do that? So actually, as for the 3 basketballs, you can call that B1, B2, and B3. And for the 2 footballs, let's see, they are F1 and F2. And at the very beginning, we just treat them all as different. So you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things to put that in a row. That will be 5 times by 4 times 3 times 2 times by 1 different ways to put them together. But if you do that, you will have duplication. You have to get rid of the duplication of B and also the duplication of F. If you want to put 3 B's, B1, B2, B3, how many different ways are there to put them? That will be 3 times 2 times by 1 different ways, right? Because for the first place, it could be B1, B2, or B3. But for the second place, you have only 2 choices. And for the last place, you have only 1. Since you have already choose 2 of them to the first place and the second place. So we have to get rid of that duplication. So you divide by 3 times 2 times by 1. And also you have to get rid of the duplication of football. And you have football 1, football 2. And how many different ways you can put football 1 and 2 in a row? That will be 2 times by 1 different ways. And then you just do the calculation, you'll get the answer. 3 and 3 will be cancelled. 2 and 2 will be cancelled. 1 and 1 will be cancelled. And you see that 2 times by 1 is 2. And here you got a 4. And that means 4 divided by 2, you got a 2. And the final answer equals to 5 times by 2. We have 10 different ways. And that means the answer is A. To put these 3 identical basketballs and 2 identical footballs in a row, we'll have 10 different ways to do that.